We have cooking bot startup at home, and this is it. I gotta do an intro here, because maybe you guys don't even know what we're doing. So, on this channel, we have made many cooking devices. We practically started. We got popular off of building robots that cook. Mostly ones that are controlled by chat. Alright, hang on. Okay, wait. Let me put an egg in it. Let me put a fucking egg. Alright. You fucking And, so, you know, I built a few cooking robots in my day. So imagine my surprise when I see posted, like, a couple weeks ago, I see posted on Twitter a video of a new, innovative, startup-driven device that is supposedly, it's sold as a personal chef. A private AI-driven personal chef. It's kind of like 5 years ago, you just inserted the word blockchain somewhere into a normal pitch, and most of the time you'd be right because they were inserting that shit into every pitch they possibly could. Now it's AI, so I don't actually know if it's AI-driven, but it's something like that. But what was AI-driven is the video they posted of it functioning. Because you gotta see it. You gotta see it to understand, like, what we're trying to make today. Check this guy out, okay? This is the video they posted. Okay, so here's their pitch. Introducing Replicator, fully automated smart private chef. No more hustle cooking. No more overspending on food delivery. I know they'll use this in their marketing. No more eating that same salad bowl and burger every day. Nutritious, home-cooked, delicious food. Comment below to get on our beta tester waitlist. Now, that's a little bit bold because I don't know if they even have a fucking prototype, man. They very clearly use AI to make this video of this thing that makes, like, soup in a pot. You can tell it's AI because the shit does not, like, keep continuity. Like, this keeps changing color and, like, size and everything. There's a weird, like, little stir bar here. It's stomp clap music. It is. See, look, now that's clear. Now this thing's a coffee mug size. Like, it don't make no sense, man. Crock pots exist. They invented a slow cooker. No! They invented a pot with a stirrer in it that drops one of two ingredients into the pot. You don't understand, man. No more hustle cooking. No more overspending on food delivery. And no more eating the same salad bowl and burger. Instead, you can have a different soup in a pot every single day. I am well acquainted with, like, the San Fran Performative Tech Bro grind set because I started when I was 14 years old or so. I would lie about being an electrical engineer on the internet, and I would get contract jobs at cut rates to work for mostly startups and other various cheap asses who are looking for electrical engineering work to be done for cut rate prices. So, before I even hit college, I already was fully disenfranchised with startup culture and understood that every single one of these fucks is lying through their damn teeth. Because the amount of bullshit you see when you're working for so many of them, man, it's actually unreal. And they're still on this grind set. Are we going to be making the same, but instead of CNC parts, we have cardboard? We're a little more professional. I have 3D printed some of the primary parts, including the little part that holds the water and the food. So the way that this works, and I haven't put it all together yet, So the idea is that you have something on the bottom here, either a solenoid or a piston of some sort, that holds the flap up. And this goes in the bottom of this. This is gonna just affix down here so that then when you release the flap, and it drops the food into the pot, and then you, and it closes it back up. That's the idea. That's nice. How will it deal about, how is it gonna deal with heat? You guys are asking me more questions than the people in the original fucking comments section did, man. I don't know. We'll figure out how it deals with heat. I haven't even assembled the whole thing yet. You don't even know how far above the pot this thing's gonna be. Cause it's not, I didn't print the whole thing. These are the parts I've got. This is the stirrer. This is gonna go on to this, this gear motor here. And this is gonna pop in the top of the pot. This is already geared down, so I shouldn't have to... I shouldn't have to mess with it much. Yeah, there we go. Then it can keep the pot stirring. Is the stirrer gonna handle heat long enough? How do you find out if something's gonna work or not? Like, you can run some calculations, you can get some theory, but how do you find it out? I want you a little activity for chat. How do you find out if something's gonna work? You fucking try it, man! You're in the testing zone right now! Welcome to the fucking Rumbleverse, brother! I also made a lid. Because, when I designed it, this was like last minute, and I didn't think, oh wait, I should probably put a, handle on it to pick it up off. So you have to fucking pry it out with your fingernails. Not very good design. The water basin is gonna need a parasolic pump to pump the water, or you could like have broth or something. We're assuming this is gonna come in like a meal kit. But it can pump it out of this, and then down, and then there's gonna be the outlet hose can run down this hole and out the bottom and be directed into the pot. The only issue this project has so far is that it's hard for me to explain what it is if you haven't seen it. Just have the video playing in the corner? Hang on. Shut up. Yeah, put this up in the corner. Now you guys, you can see what we're aping on the whole time. Sorry for the stomp clap jump scare. We all know there's no prototype. I know they at least have 3D models because they have, they had something they posted on Twitter like a day ago of them failing to print the 3D model, or like they tried to print it and the print fell off the print bed. And I also recognize the printer they're using is a Bamboo P1S because I got the same damn printer. Well, the idea is that you put your food in here in the slots in the top and then it drops them in the pot underneath in intervals. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have either a solenoid or a pneumatic valve. I'm not sure which. We'll do some testing here once I get it all glued up. That will release, it can go in and out and either close the flap or open the flap and drop the food in. You know, maybe I should use more than just hot glue, given that this is gonna be, wait, yeah, what happens if this is above a stove and the fucking glue starts dripping into the, into the pot? Then what, bro? So we have these solenoids. These are 12-volt solenoids. And we do need to use them sparingly because if I remember correctly, they get really hot when they're actuated. This one ain't even fucking working. Are you kidding me? Alright, get him out of here. I have a bunch of these. This one doesn't have the stick in it. Hang on, wait. Are these all fucked up? Yeah. Alright, let's just tape it to the bottom as a sample, right? Alright, now the idea is that this drops it. It doesn't have enough spring to come back. Alright, maybe this isn't the solution. Maybe solenoids are too weak. There's so much wrong with the AI slump. I know! If it was a real prototype, I would have no issue. It's the fact that it's a fake video that they're using to build hype and try to get, like, investors and shit. It's like they don't even have a prototype? Hang on, wait. Let me... we're getting a little in the meta sauce here, but I wanna... I gotta know, do they have a prototype? It has the fucking community note on the video that says, this entire video has been generated by AI. No real prototype exists. Oh no, bro. Also, someone on Twitter's confirmed they already have a plan to sell products in a subscription model specifically for this chef. AKA, it'll be dead in a year and the entire produced batch will be offloaded at your thrift store for 99% off. All right. That's a little harsh. It'll probably be 95% off. I'm assuming that it doesn't boil the water in the chamber, but it has a hot plate at the bottom. So I got this little hot plate. And then look at this little pot. He's so small. But I figure it'll be good for one serving of something. And then this goes in the top, and this is... Well, hang on. Does it... So I realized this problem literally right before the stream started, which is... You see these rivets where the where the handle is? Yeah, it hits those. So I might need to like snip out part of this little side fin so that it doesn't get stuck. Oh, the PLA and food safe guys are gonna really hate this. Fucking exposing the inner workings of the PLA. All right, see? It's on a gear motor, so it's not gonna go too fast or anything. It's gonna be like this. The subtle scraping sound. If this whole thing works, it's gonna be really funny, is all I'm gonna say. Is the whole ad AI generated? Yes, that's why we're making it. We're making a physical copy because I'm basically like, let's see if I can build one before the original creators that are pitching it to beta testers can build one. I could just have it stick out from this side and have this part in the back. There's not really any necessary order that these have to be in. See, I want it to be holding on like this, just to the edge, and then I can and drop it down. And it doesn't need to even come back. That can be like user resettable. Hang on. If it can hold this thing of solder, it can hold anything. It can, but it is sagging a little. Oh wait, that's because I taped it on. Because this is like a pound. I guess it can't hold anything, but like, are you really making more than a pound of meat in this damn thing? There'd be no fucking way, dude. Here's a real question. Will this release it? No, it won't. Shit, it's just not strong enough. I'm trying to think of an alternate method here, because I'm like, okay, we can put the pistons here and have them push and retract, but then this thing's sticking way the fuck out the back. Like, most of the piston has to be out the back, and it's like, well, it can do that. It's fine for a prototype, but really, I would like it if, like, one smooth sailing system. Especially if it could be something like where we use this electric actuator, and maybe it pulls something back. It pulls something back that releases one and then the other. So you go, and release the first one, then and release the second. Because they could be, like, nothing says that these have to release in different orders. I imagine in the actual product, there will be, like, differences to that, right? I don't know how else to bolt this thing in, but we need like a physical... We need a physical bolt. We can't be... This thing can't be literally held together entirely by hot glue. At least now I can do this check. When it doesn't have food in it, it doesn't have to bear that much force. Wait. It didn't pick up the other one. You know, this glue is pretty damn strong. It is holding it in here. I'm not gonna rely entirely on that, but it's not bad. I'm not gonna lie. It holds that up pretty well. That's gotta help keep it down. It's literally melted into the plastic. All right, let's see if this drops in turn. Alright, there's one. Yeah, baby, it works, man. What can I say? It even held, this is enough to hold the weight up, so it's even working in, like, that sense. It's like an automatic vegetable fryer. No, bro, it's a personal chef. I just realized. This doesn't need a hinge. That will make it weaker. I can just fasten it straight to this. I can fasten, yeah, hang on. I can fasten it straight to the handle. I love that it nudges the side. There is, like, I think, legitimate mold in this pipe, by the way. It should be fine. It's just a prototype, bro. Bro, it's a prototype. What, are you gonna hate on a prototype? Okay, this thing needs to be tall up above the damn pot. This may be crazy. Do you think we can use, like, a chemistry clamp stand to hold this on? Normally, you would have a microcontroller be controlling every device connected to this net. But for demo purposes, I'm just gonna control them because, sure. Put this guy up above like this so it can drop and the stuff will actually go in the pot. But this can also go in the pot. And we'll see if it can, we'll see if we can get this thing actually cooking. Here's my plan for suspending this thing above the hot plate. Bump. One there, and then another one on this side, and then one on the top and one on the other. Yeah, that's how we do it, I think. And then we fucking zip tie it all together. It should be good, dude. Go to the top. Add another thing. This looks psychotic, man. I don't know about this. I don't know about my hacked together setup here for my cooking robot. Showing one of these in, like, behind the scenes after you put your AI video out would give me a lot more trust in your startup capability, because I know you at least have a fucking plan. It's not gonna become plastic soup, okay? My startup will get the VC funding. What kind of, we should make a real basic soup, right? Maybe like carrot, onion, and chicken? We can just do chicken, carrot. No, yeah, that'd just be a chicken noodle. Or I guess we need noodle. It'd just be a chicken soup. Chicken soup for the soul. So, food items go here. Broth goes here. Broth packet here. Meat. Wait, which one would release first? This one will release first. Veggie packet here, meat packet here, little bit of oil in the pan, and then you just turn the pan on and let it go, basically. Let me go get chicken, vegetable, broth, probably some salt. This looks almost functional. What, it ain't almost? I think you mean this is the future of cooking? Whoa. Whoops. I believe in the original startup, the idea is that this shows up from some bullshit subscription service. But I'm just gonna prep it. Alright, veggies. Excellent. I can't tell if it's in focus or not, but you can see it over here, surely. Alright, keep shoving the damn thing around. Keep it intact, bro. Let's assume for a second this is your broth packet here. So that's in there. I don't even know if you could see it. It didn't fill it all the way up. This has a lot more volume than I expected it to. Okay. Mine has a few little cracks. I'm kind of surprised the veggies aren't falling through the cracks. I'll angle the camera up more so you can actually see it once I have both loaded up. And then let's assume that the veggies would have the herbs in there. I'm actually giving this as much credit as I can here, right? Yeah, raw chicken in that side. I'll just do one thing. This pot isn't very big, so I don't want to... I don't want to set... Also, I'm surprised that this hasn't fallen. It is top heavy now. I can see it sagging a little, though, so let's not test our luck. If they wanted to be clever, they could pack their broth and oil in the same packet and have it suck the oil off the top of the broth with like a float, with like a floating siphon type deal. That'd be, so then you can put the oil in the pan and then the veggies and then the broth. That'd be pretty good, man. All right, we got our we got our meat compartment, veg compartment, and chicken broth up here at the top. These all seem to be working well. And now we should be able to kick us on here. All right, let's say the one instruction you have is you have to put oil in the pot. And I'm just gonna pour it in the one spot because I'm gonna assume that that's how you would do it, right? All right, now you turn your bot on, and we wait for it to heat up, basically. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Oh, hang on, salt on the chicken as well. Look, I'm giving this more chances, really, than I should. I'm making this as good as I possibly can. we have cooking bot startup at home, and this is it. All right. Let's see. Should be adding the vegetables. Okay. It's adding the veggies. I cannot believe how much of that actually went in the pot. The stirring mechanism maybe needs a little work. Alright, auto stirring. Nice. It smells good, because I seasoned it. If it gets stuck again, I'm literally gonna snip off the piece on the top that keeps getting stuck, because it's not even doing that much. Maybe that actually, I didn't even have to snip it all the way off. Maybe that's now fixed it to where it's no longer gonna get stuck. Okay, hang on. I've lost the plot a little bit. Dude, it smells good. The vegetables are softening. A lot of touching going on. Prototype, man! It's a prototype! Say what you will about this design not being as good as the real one. At least I have an actual prototype. This is more than they got. Because it's an actual working prototype. See, here's the thing is I have sympathy with the people trying to do this kind of stuff. And I would understand if they made their flashy AI video, but then if you actually go on, they're like, here's our rough prototype, and it looks like this. And here we have our box that does the software, and it's going through and doing like that. I would not be ragging them nearly as hard. It's the fact they're like, sign up for beta testing now, and they literally haven't even 3D printed the prototype. They're moving too fast, man. Move fast and break things is fucking up everyone. Alright, let's see. Adding the meat soon. Oh, it all went in too! Maybe I need to make a better connection setup for the paddle so that it doesn't get stuck. Let's add our broth as well. Dude, it's kind of working. Look, man, there's the broth coming in. I don't know if you can see it. It's up under this. There goes, though. She ain't pretty, but she works. Once again, this thing was made in like 2 evenings. One of modeling the shit in 3D and the other in actually putting it here. And, it's a prototype. Unfortunately, I believe our stirring mechanism has stopped stirring. Alright, I'm deducting some personal build points because my stirrer has stopped stirring, but it kind of needs to make sure everything's in the broth for when it starts boiling, so I'm gonna interfere a bit here and fuck it up. My bad. It's still trying to spin the stirrer. Now, I'm not saying that maybe the plastic got too soft and it stripped out where it was connected to the motor. But it wouldn't surprise me if maybe that was related to what happened. The motor is definitely still on, and it's trying to turn it. Maybe if I kickstart it, it'll start stirring again. Oh well. Design improvements that can be made. That can be made in the future. This thing is definitely a little warpy. Particularly this hole at the bottom that used to be round. Hang on a second. I'm gonna try to torque it down and hope that can maybe make it work. The soup smells good, I can tell you that right now. It's funny that people are going on about it being non-food safe. PLA, as a material, is very much food safe. The actually is that when you 3D print it, it's basically food safe once. Because once it gets dirty, you can't really wash it because it has all the pores from the 3D printing process. So, you're fine on one-time use things, but you can't be using it and like putting it in the dishwasher and then coming out and using it again, you know? Now, as I said, I think this got a little warpy, so experiment with some other materials in the future, but it looks like our bot has produced edible food. Here's a taste test. That's hot as shit. Hang on 1 second. Let that cool down a little bit. Holy shit. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Let's try that again. Get some broth in there too, but let's make sure it's flying hot. I just turned the burner off, but it's still really hot. Ah, okay. The broth is tasty. Mmm. Yeah, that's good soup. What can I say, bro? That's tasty. Now, the only thing you gotta do is get the timing into your controller, which you can literally do with a 4-relay bank that you buy on Amazon for $8, and probably like an Arduino Uno. You could go even cheaper than that, but the Uno will have all your power management. And that'll set you back another $15. So for about $25, plus the cost of a pot, a griddle, and some 3D filament. Oh no, wait, you'll need the peristaltic pump. That's another $10. So for about $40, you can make this yourself if you were so inclined, and get the controller running on it. Here, you guys want some soup? It's a working prototype, man. Not quite as slick, but now, does this look as good as the ad? Not really, but The important moral of the story here is that it is a prototype, and it is working, and it took me less than $50 and 2 evenings to make the prototype.